I'm here, back again. Wow. Let's get this sorted. Let's get this sorted. Sorted. So, let's get the chat room up and running. Where's the chat room? There you go. There's the chat room. Here we have it. There you go. Oh, got that sorted there. So we have the Carabao Cup final. Is it on Sunday? It's on Sunday. And it's Liverpool versus Chelsea. And you know what? Whatever happens on Sunday, I'm going to change this text. Always forget it. Whatever happens on Sunday, I'm proud of the boys. Whatever happens, the way we played the other day. I know it was against Luton, and we was expected to win because it was at Anfield. It was still a good game, especially by Harvey Elliott. Brilliant game by Harvey Elliott. Connor Bradley. Everybody showed up. Diaz. Everybody showed up that weekend. That week. So, Wednesday, So, I'm going to bring in my co-cues, my partner in crime, because I'm going to sort some texts out. Toto Amma. There you go.
Yeah, big up, man.
How's it going, bro?
Yeah, it's going good, man. Going good. Just been soon as I come back, been playing, a little bit of some FIFA, checking out Twitter, the injury list. Pep Linders is
How are you?
also did on a press conference, but furthermore, how I am, yeah, I'm feeling good.
So how you feeling about? How you feeling about the game? So I'm doing something.
Yeah, I think going into this game, I think the injuries are definitely a concern. Pep Linders have recently commented in the press conference saying, I think Jota will be out for 2 more months. So
Yeah,
Boswell's out, Curtis Jones is out,
yeah.
Ben Doak's out, and they're the 4 injuries that I've just named. And I think for Salah and Nunez, he says give it a couple more days until we announce it, because he says basically, yeah, give it at least 2 more days, and he'll probably announce it on the day or something like that. So let's hope
About
that
Nunes.
Salah,
About Nunes.
about Nunes and Salah, it's yet to be decided. They don't know about them yet.
Okay.
But say in about a couple of days, there'll be an announcement for if they're available or not. So it'll probably come towards Saturday or Sunday when they're going to announce it. So let's just hope them two are actually available, because they're actually two crucial players. I don't want to be going in with Elliott, Gakpo, and Diaz from three for Carabao Cup final, even though it worked perfectly against Luton. It's Luton, so even though Luton can put up a fight, it's different pressure. For Premier League game to a Carabao Cup final, a final at Wembley, it's completely different pressure. And yeah, we'll just need Salah and Nunez, hopefully, to get a speedy recovery. I'll be happy with just Salah. I'll be happy with just Salah back, even though that's one.
Then you could have
decent
Salah,
goal.
and then you could have Gakpo, and you could have Diaz. Then
Yeah, that's a really good front three style lineup. Let's just hope these players just up to speedy recovery, man. Because I really want to win this cup. I really want to win this cup, because if we're gonna go for a double or a treble or anything like that this season, even though it's probably the league the league's still on, and of course the FA Cup. This could be our path to winning a treble or maybe a double, something like that. So at least win a trophy this season, just to say we can at least have a parade at the end of the season and say we've actually won a few trophies. I want to at least come away this season with three trophies. I want to come with the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and the Europa Cup. That don't work, maybe the league, but I want to at least come away with three trophies this season. It is possible. It is possible. I think we've got the team to do it. You know, even though we have injuries, we still come away and still ground out the games. Luton, for an example, we had Salah, Nunes, Jones, Sabazalai, Ben Doak out. Everyone, everything out, right? And we're still winning. We're still winning. So I believe in this team and what we've got. I still think we should have bought someone from January. We've got about 7 or 8 fixtures in the league left, so not really that long. So City and Arsenal do have a game in hand though. They still have to play, and we are still top of the league. So we'll just need our players to come back. I think Jota's out for the rest of the season because he's out for 2 months, and I don't know if he's gonna make any recovery, but he's out for 2 months. So Boswell's also out as well, and Curtis Jones. So there is a lot of players in the injury list, but yeah, I just want Nunes and Salah to come back, and I think we can have high chance to win the league or maybe Euro. I think we'll win Europa Cup. We have high chance of a double this season, but if we get that treble, I'll be so happy.
People are talking about quad. I think we should just relax on the quad.
No,
We should
no.
take one game at a time. One game at a time. Um, don't just drop up people. Oh yeah, we're gonna get the quad this year, even with our depleted squad. I still think that we should just chill. I think Klopp is taken as far as he can. He's up towards on Sunday now. It's look, it's just a freak of nature that all our players are off with injuries. A lot of people are speculating that Klopp's training regime is not really good for the players. It's too high intense. Some people are saying, it's the cold weather. Some of the players can't take the cold weather because, when it comes to January, February, that's when a lot of injuries do pile up. Look, we're never going to know what the real reason is. So there's no point of thinking about it. Where our energy should be aimed at is this Sunday. We should be one cup at a time, one game at a time, one trophy at a time. That's the way we should take it. We've got the Carabao Cup final. I think that Salah will play. I think Nunes will play as well. I'm not sure if they're going to start. I think Salah will start. I'm not sure if Nunes is going to start, but I think Nunes will play a role in that game in the Carabao Cup final. I believe that. Maybe they'll play Gakpo first, and maybe in the second half, if nothing's happening, they'll bring on Nunes maybe the last 25 minutes so we can go on some mad run. We need that because when we play Wembley's a big pitch here. It's big. So the last 20 minutes, we're going to need them fresh legs up top. So maybe we'll take off Gakpo and bring on Nunes. But I believe that Nunes will play. But it's probably not a full game. I think Salah will start. It's just going to be criminal to keep Salah out of that game. I think he'll be ready for that Carabao Cup. Maybe Klopp's playing mind games. Maybe the players are ready and maybe he's doing a clever one. Managers used to do that all the time. There's like, my players are not ready for this game, and all of a sudden, boom. Pep done it. Pep used to do it with Aguero. He done it all the time with Aguero. He done it all the time with he done it with Haaland. People do it. This is like mind games, and if we can get away with something, go for it. But I believe them two are going to play in the Carabao Cup final. But I'm what you think on what do you think on the how it's gonna go, Toto? How do you think it's gonna go?
About this game.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I think the injuries are going to be a factor, but I think our players are well capable of getting a result out of this. But Chelsea has got a really good squad. Even though they can go up and down in their victory form, they have got a really strong squad, and they have basically their main team out there all ready for the Carabao Cup final. Liverpool are just always riddled with injuries. Like, it could work out in the league, when when we had our players out, it didn't work out in the league. We'll just lose, and we'll just keep on winning. But now coming to this Carabao Cup final, how I think the game will go. Let's hope it doesn't go to penalties. I don't want another draw, extra time, and go to penalty because you know what Liverpool and Chelsea are like. Every
Yeah,
time Liverpool Chelsea are like in the final, it was like last year's Carabao Cup final, Liverpool and Chelsea,
yeah,
right? It's always a penalty spell,
yeah.
just being cast onto the pitch saying going to go to penalties. So if it does go to penalties, it's gonna be really really pressure for the players, especially for the youth out there. Starting Harvey Elliott. Of course, we've got Dams expected to be on the bench. Um, but look, it's gonna be a spell for Conor Bradley. If it doesn't go to penalties, Conor Bradley will feel under pressure. But I don't think Klopp will be, that stupid to start the youth players on front of the penalty. They'll be probably more the back line. They'll probably be the back two, before the goalkeeper, obviously. But if it does go to penalties, which Matt, yes or no, it could. It's gonna be a hesitant final because I just don't want it to go to penalties. Every time with us and Chelsea, it always goes to penalties. But I'm just gonna go for devil's advocate. I think it's gonna go to penalties. That's just me. I think it's gonna go to penalties. Every time us and Chelsea go together, it's always penalties. That's why I'm going for penalties, man. It's always like that with us and
Okay,
Chelsea.
okay. You're gonna go with the penalties. I understand. If you look at our history with Chelsea, most of the games do end up with a draw. Um, Penalties, we can get. There's no Allison. If we had the Allison, I'll be saying yeah, let's go for it. Penalties, why not? But we haven't got Allison, so it's going to be a bit. That'll probably favour. We probably got that. Look, as for penalty takers, probably because if we've got Salah there, if we've got Nunes there, we've got McAllister there. I think the penalties will probably favour us. As for penalty takers, but as for goalkeepers, I don't know who do you think's the best keeper out of Kelleher and the Chelsea keeper?
Of course, you've got Petrovic. I'm really watching the Chelsea keeper,
No,
but
do I. That's why I'm
look, like I
asking.
said, like I said, when Kelleher does play, he doesn't disappoint. So I'm just gonna go for Kelleher. I don't even watch the Chelsea keeper to be fair, but when do watch him in the highlights, it looks like a handy keeper. But we have way less goals conceded than them, and when Kelleher does start, it's usually either he concedes one, maybe unlucky, or it's either a clean sheet for him. So I'm going for Kelleher all day because I think Kelleher is a good keeper and he doesn't make a mistake.
Okay,
But
yeah,
this is final now, so it's
yeah.
different.
All right. Pet Linda says that the three players that he's going to be monitoring over the next 48 hours are Mohamed Salah, which you mentioned already. This is from Pep Linders. Mohamed Salah, Darwin Núñez, and Dominic Szoboszlai. So Dominic Szoboszlai might be included in the team, but they are carefully monitoring those three. So, but that's the good news. But the bad news is that Allison, Arnold, and Curtis Jones are expected to be out until after the March international break. So, when we play Man City, is that before the March international break? Could you check that out for me? Because I know we've got an international break in March. Can you just
In the
double check?
Premier League,
Can you just double check? Yeah, if when we play Man City, is
Man
that
City got the 10th of March.
so that's it then. So when we play Man City, we won't have no Trent, we won't have no Nunes. No, we won't have no Trent. We'll have no
One,
Curtis
yeah.
Jones, and we'll have no Arnold. So Allison, Arnold, and Curtis Jones won't be at the Man City game. That's great, isn't it? That's just great, man.
Oh, it's at home, which helps, but
Yeah,
oh,
but
if
we need Allison, man. But
City win this, they're basically winning the league. Not necessarily. They're gonna win the league, but it's gonna be close towards the end.
Craig Gatland, I don't believe that. I don't believe that, bro. I don't believe. I think Salah's got plenty of chances. This is penalty king for Mohamed Salah. I mean, for Kelleher. What you reckon? Penalty king for Kelleher.
Oh yeah. I know what he's on about. Like last final where he was the one actually took our winning penalty kick and he actually won us the final. So yeah, it's such a coincidence. From last year's final, we started Kelleher, and now just before Carabao Cup final, Allison gets injured, and now Kelleher is back in there for the Carabao Cup final again. So it's such a coincidence. But I know where he's coming from. He actually scored us the winning penalty for the Carabao Cup final. So yeah, fair play to him.
There's one guy I would really want back. Is the person I really want back for the Liverpool squad for the Man City game is Alisson. That's one player. If I could put my hand on the heart and say, look, I need one player to be back for the Man City game, it is Alisson. Especially when we play Man City, man. When we play Man City, we need that keeper. Because how many times has Alisson saved Liverpool this season in vital games? This is what we need, is Alisson back. But he's not going to be back until after the international break. No Arnold, no Trent. See, with Trent, yeah, we've got Conor Bradley. So Conor Bradley can fill that void for Liverpool, you know? He can fill that void. Curtis Jones is a bit of a miss because for me, he's probably been their best midfield player this season for Liverpool. So he's going to be a miss, but Alisson is the one for me. Alisson and Jota, them two players, they're the ones. There's nothing, he never mentioned Jota either. There's nothing about Jota. So, you know, Jota's going to be out until April. There's nothing about Jota. And it's a shame. He just come back, just started to ball, and what happened? He gets injured. It's a shame the way things go. But we are going to do the player ratings now. This is why we're here. The player ratings. Boom, boom, boom. We are here to do the player ratings. Are you frozen, Toto? Are you still with us?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, because I thought you froze because you just suddenly started off. Oh, no. Yes. You know what? You know the good thing about it today? The internet where I am now is good because I'm looking at my internet. No frames dropped. Very good. Big up. So, big up now. Let's go. So, we are... So, we've got Kelleher. So, he's the obvious choice. Kelleher. So, who's next then? Who's going for left back?
Well, left back is probably going to be Joe Gomez, you know, because is Robert out or not? I don't know, but
Nah, Gomez is not out. Don't think about Gomez.
Is Robert out?
Who? Robbo? Yeah, Robbo. Yeah, we're gonna start. Yeah, Robbo's good.
Oh
man.
yeah, Robert. Yeah, start Robert. Start Robert for in left back position.
Now he said on there that it could be Salah's last chance. I don't think it is. He's got plenty more chances to win trophies unless he goes to Saudi. So who's our centre back? Obviously, that's going to be it's going to be the obvious. I'll put some music on. It's a bit quiet.
Yeah,
this is. I'm just going to play some music.
Yeah, so I think the defence is probably going to go for he's probably going to go for
Got to be Canate.
Yeah,
Has to be.
Canate.
They're the strongest front two, isn't it?
And
yeah. That's what we're doing, bro. Yeah, Canate and BBD. Good choice, man. The best choice, the strongest choice, really. I think Canate for me this season. Canate. Oh yeah, standard. Canate, as for me, has been the strongest. For me, been the best defender this season, in my opinion. For us, the centre back.
Yeah,
Canate has been the best. He's a champ, man.
Canate is the one that's been doing all the leg work. You know, if Virgil is covering the left side, and Trent's gone up and inverted, stuck in there, he does it really, really well. Yeah, I can agree with you on that one. Canate has been our best defender.
For some reason now the frame has suddenly dropped.
I think they're both good.
No, the frames. The picture was just perfect, and now the frame has gone boom down and you're frozen now. It was. Well, I don't know what happened. My picture that's gone back up again. Better? It was good. It was all perfect, and suddenly just dropped. Now it's back up to green. Now good. Back up to green now. So go on then. Who's right back? Conor Bradley, I guess.
Yeah, Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley for right back.
Have I got Conor Bradley on here? I haven't got. I thought I had Conor Bradley on here, you know. I'll put him there later. You're gonna have to keep talking, bro.
Yeah, but it's either Conor Bradley or Gomez. But I think in this one, Conor Bradley has recently, gone into form and he has been playing really well in that inverted role and the right wing back role. So he'll be playing the Trent role. He'll be playing that Trent role. So I think that's the back four he's probably going to go for. If not Robertson, Gomez, but yeah, that's the strongest back four that we've got. I wouldn't start, even though Gomez, much as I rate him, I rate him really, really highly, but I think we need any kind of quality down left back. Gomez is also quality as well, but I think Robbo will be the one that going up and down the wing. I think Gomez he can play left wing back and he can play the inverted role, but I think he's better as a defensive right back, and we've actually saw Gomez play that really, really well. But yeah, Robbo will be the one going at the wings, whipping the ball to Gakpo, and Gakpo will probably finish those off because 99.9%, 90% of the time that when Gakpo's in front of goal, he usually finishes anyway. So cross it in.
I got Conor Bradley. There you go. There he is. I got him. Thanks for filling in there. Styling it right there. I got Conor Bradley on there. That's it then. So who's our midfield? So at the moment we got Robbo left back. We've got the two centre halves. We've got Virgil and Kanate, and right back we have Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley is a suitable replacement for Trent Alexander, in my opinion. We know he's not as good. Trent's more of a midfielder for me, more of a creative midfielder. But Conor Bradley is more than a suitable replacement for Trent. So Trent being away doesn't really bother me. It doesn't really bother me at all. Trent being away, and not as much as Alisson, and not as much as Curtis Jones, and not as much as Jota. Them three players, they're the ones that bother me that they're not there. So in the D, we're going for Endo, yeah, for the D.
Yeah, Endo.
Standard. What a player! What a steal of the season. I think when you go through signings of the Premier League, I think he's going to be the steal of the season. Endo, what a warrior, what a D, and he's playing brilliant in that CDM role. Brilliant. Go on then. Let's go.
Yeah, Endo in the middle, and of course, I think in the left centre mid, we're going to go for, of course, McAllister. McAllister will start at left centre mid. Because we ain't got really any options really to start. So Barcelona's out. So
what? You know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna. I think he's better on the right. I think, but this is what it is, isn't it? I think he's better utilised on the right. But we know he has to play there and there. What about Gravenberch? Yeah, what do you think of Gravenberch this season? I don't know.
I think when he first come into Liverpool, he was playing good. He was playing good first couple of games, but then after that couple of games, he's been on a horrendous form. Ever since the international break, he's been on a horrendous form. Every time he gets on the ball, he loses it every single time.
Yeah.
And I just don't know what's going on with it. I think personally, I'm just going to say out that he's had a rubbish season. He's had a rubbish season, man. He's had good spells. He's scored, but yeah, to me, he's had a rubbish season.
Craig Gatland said better than Casado. I think he's talking about Endo. Oh yes, of course he has. Look how much Casado. Look how much they paid for Casado. Look how much we paid for Endo. What a steal of the season. And what's Casado doing now? Nothing. So right midfield is going to be Endo. I mean Elliot probably. What you reckon?
Yeah, Elliot will be on.
Well, I'm asking you.
Gravenberch on the right. Gravenberch will go on the right.
I'd play Endo. I mean, I'd play Elliot. That's just me. I don't know about Gravenberch. There's something missing with Gravenberch. I don't know what it is, but there's something missing. Now and again, he'll show moments of brilliance where he just does a little shimmy and that. But what it is with him, yeah, he seems like he just gets buffed off the ball too easy, man. He's got the feet. Don't get me wrong, he's got the feet. But sometimes he just plays blind balls. When he just passes and he just into no one and he just goes to the opposition. They've done that a few times now, and I was thinking, you don't want to be doing that in the final, because this is his first final. You remember that? I don't think he's been in the final before, because when he was at Bayern Munich, he only played a couple of games, didn't he? So he was on the bench for most of it. So I'm not sure if I think this is his first cup final, maybe. Does anybody know this? Anyone in the chat? See, that's what I would say. This is what I said. Maka on the right. That's what I said. That's where he's best on the right, man. McAllister.
Yeah, he's best on the right there. And Gravenberch is usually more start on the left anyway, so
That's what I was
swap
thinking.
him over.
McAllister. That's what I said. McAllister on the right, man. McAllister on the right. And if you want to bring on Harvey Elliott, you can always move over McAllister on the left and then put Harvey on the right. You can do that. It's what it is, you know. You know how Liverpool is. So the front three, regarding rumours of injuries, yeah, what are your front three? Just say that Gravenberch, but say okay then. Just say that Nunes is fit, Salah's fit. We know about the rumours, we don't know. It is what it is. Who's your front three?
It's going to be Nunes on the left.
Yep.
Gakpo through the middle and Salah on the right.
Exactly what I go for. But I know he ain't going to do that. We know what he's going to do.
He's not going to do that.
You know what he's going to do. He's going to put Nunes in the middle. He's going to put if Nunes is fit, ready to go, this is what I think is going to happen. If Nunes is fit and ready to go, I don't think Nunes is going to play straight away. This is how I think it's going to be. Okay. He's going to have Gakpo in the middle. He's going to have Salah, and Salah will start. If he's ready, he's starting. So you're going to have Gakpo in the middle. You're going to have Salah on the right. And on the left, I think he's going to start Diaz. Right? I think he's going to start Diaz on the left, and that's how it's going to be. What will happen is, second half will come, okay? He's either going to do two things. He's either going to take off Gakpo, yeah, and bring on Nunes, put him there, yeah, which I wouldn't do that. Or he's going to keep Gakpo there, take off Nunes, now take off Diaz, bring on Nunes, and go there. What you reckon? That they're the only two things. He's not moving Salah.
That would be my starting three.
Huh?
That would be my starting three. That.
But because of the injuries with Nunes, yeah, I don't care, right? You know, Salah's ready to go. He's not sitting on no bench, man. He ain't sitting on no bench. This is the final Carabao Cup final. A lot of people don't take it serious. It's a trophy for me. Klopp will start Salah. If Salah is ready, he's starting Salah. With Nunes, it might be a little bit different. I'm not sure he's in the extent of his injury. If Nunes is not like 90%, maybe he's going to start Diaz first, okay? And then second half, if Diaz is not really doing anything, he'll take Diaz off and put Nunes there. What you reckon?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's the way I'm going to start it there. But I think Klopp is going to start with Diaz on the left, Gakpo in the middle, Salah on the right. That's if Nunes is not fully fit. And the second half will come. If Diaz is not cutting the mustard, they'll take off Diaz and put on Nunes on the left. But I think Gakpo's gonna be starting, in my opinion. I think this is the beginning of Gakpo. What you reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Gakpo is slowly going to get into form. You know, he scored last game, and to be fair, Gakpo hasn't really had a chance. He hasn't really had a chance with games. It's always been Nunes starting every game, and he's still managed to score like 20 plus goals, and he's only had like 40 games, roughly about that. And Nunes is probably have about 50 plus, you know. So Gakpo has had less games and he's scored a considerable amount of goals. You know, every time he comes on, he most of the time scores, right? He started last game. He got his chance to score. He put it in the back of the net. You know, Gakpo every single time in front of goal he scores. So I think this is Gakpo's time to shine, because this is the only way he's going to get some minutes, because Salah's out. We don't know about Nunes. Yeah. We don't know about Jata's also out as well. Salah, so Gakpo will be our starting 9.
Salah.
So
yeah. Go on.
Yeah, Gakpo will be our starting 9 for the Carabao Cup final. And I think this is the time to shine.
Salah, Cody and Diaz, Nunes off the bench if needed. Yeah, that's what I said. It'd be Salah, Cody, Diaz. I think it's going to start. This is how I think it's going to be. If Nunes is not. This is what I'm going with. Now, if Nunes was fully fit, Nunes is going to be starting, but and then Gakpo will be off. If Nunes was fully fit, that's how we'd roll. I wouldn't have it like that though. I would always have Nunes on the left. He is a brilliant winger. But if Nunes was fit, he would start like that. 100%. If Nunes is fit, yeah, Klopp is starting with them front three: Diaz, Nunes, and Salah. Simple. But because Nunes might not be fit, or might not be 100%, he's going to start with Nunes on the bench, Gakpo there, Diaz. See, I do not like Diaz with Gakpo. They don't play well together. It just doesn't work. So he's going to start that way tomorrow. And second half, if need be, just like the gentleman said, Craig Gatland, they'll take off Diaz, bring on Nunes, and that's the way it's going to go right there. And that'll be the second half. But the first half is definitely going to start with Diaz. That's how it's going to be.
Yeah.
And I think if you look at that team, that's a good team. That's a good team. That can win a Carabao Cup final. Why not? Why can't that team win a Carabao Cup final? That's a good team. We've got Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley is 100% should have got FIFA Player of the Month. 100%. He was there grafting week in and week out. No offense to Jota, he comes back for about 2 weeks, yeah, and then he gets Player of the Month. That just doesn't sit right with me. Big up to Jota, well respected, love Jota, best finisher in Liverpool, 100%. But Conor Bradley should have got that award. He should have got that award, Player of the Month. They should have got it. And I don't know who makes these decisions. I'm not sure if it's some geek in the room eating cheesy puffs with semen stains on the sofa. I do not know. But all I know, that Conor Bradley should have got that Player of the Month for the FIFA, because I was looking forward to do his SBC. I wanted to do his SBC. But we got Jota instead, and I've done his SBC, and we move. So, looking at that team, I'm going to go through the team again. I'm going to put it out there. Oh, yeah, of course. Elliot can, definitely. Craig said Elliot can come on for Salah. Salah, to if he can't last the game. Yeah, he could. 100%. Elliot's a suitable. Obviously, he's not Mo Salah, but he scored the other day, and it was a good goal. And Elliot's his work rate is phenomenal. So I'm going to go through this team now. No one can tell me this team can't win a Carabao Cup final. 100%. So you got Robbo on the left. You got the two centre halves. You have VVD, Virgil van Dijk, and Ibra Konate. Right back, we have Conor Bradley. In the D, we have Endo on the left midfield. We have Ryan Gravenberch, and in the D and on the right midfield, we have Mac 10 McAllister. Left wing, we have Diaz. The centre 9 striker, we have Gakpo, and on the right wing, we have Mo Salah. And in goals, we have Kelleher. The only thing that worries me, actually nothing worries me. I think that team's good. I hope Ryan Gravenberch steps up. I want him to step up in this game, Ryan Gravenberch. I really want him to step up in this game. It's a final. It's a Carabao Cup final, and I want him to step up. Prove all the doubters wrong, you know? What you reckon of that team? That team is good enough to beat. That team is good enough to win that Carabao Cup final. Why not?
Look, we've done this so many times in the league. We had injuries, but we still come away with a win.
Yeah, but that's a good team.
But it's still
that is a good team. That's a good team.
Look, the defense's quality alone, the midfield's good, right? And the front three is also good. You got a clinical finisher and centre forward. You got a skillful playing left wing. Even though Diaz sometimes loses the ball, he can have his spell sometimes. Like he had his spell last game where he didn't perform good first half. As soon as that second half hit, he cooked. And Salah, there's not much to say about Salah. It's just quality all round. But that team is good enough to win a Carabao Cup final. If we don't win this Carabao Cup final with that team, I want to have words, because we are Liverpool and we are good enough to win this. Even though Chelsea has the depth. Yeah, Chelsea has the depth. They have the names. But do they have the quality? No, they don't have the quality. We have the quality. You know, we have players that actually suit our system. Like Endo, what a steal, what a player he is. McAllister, what a player. You know, we got Gakpo, we got Salah, Diaz. Yeah, look at our front, look at our back line. And if we can have a good defence, that should help us win that Carabao Cup final. And I think that's a good enough team.
Yeah, I totally agree. And that's it, man. I'm going to be heading off. Later on, if you like the WWE wrestling, remember that tonight, early hours of the morning, we've got the Elimination Chamber. We'll be doing a quick review on that later on. We're just going to throw a picture in the back and we're going to talk about it. Nothing fancy with all the graphics because I'm on a new computer. So we're going to be talking about that later on. That'll be in the evening. So big up to everybody to join us for that WWE pay-per-view. That's what we do on this channel as well. Yeah, that's what I don't want no more injuries either. He says, just hope we don't get any more injuries because it's not going to be the strongest of benches. No. That's that. Maybe we're going to talk about the benches as well. The benches, we got the kids. Who was that player? What's his name the other day? The one that done that. It could have been an assist. I've got him on here. This dude here, innit? What's his name? Yeah.
Dams.
There he is, Dams. There you go. Put him there instead. There you go. Look, Dams there. Dams can go there, look. Is that a guy grab a birch? Yeah, man, it's going to be cool. We got a good bench, man. Look, we might not even need the bench, you know. Before, you know, Szoboszlai will be on the bench because they're still monitoring Dominic Szoboszlai. So that's good news. You know what I mean? Dominic Szoboszlai coming back. Yeah, but, you know what I mean? It is what it is. With that team there, is good enough to win a Carabao Cup final. Let's hope we can win it in 90 minutes instead of going to extra time. That's where the bit of the problem is when we go to extra time and penalties. Let's try and finish it in the 90 minutes. So we're going to be heading off, man. We'll be back later for the WWE pay-per-view. Big up to everybody who joined us. Thanks, Craig Gatlang, for joining us. Big up to you and everybody in the community. So I'm going to be heading off. You got anything to say to Total Hammer? Anything to say?
Yeah, what I can say, yeah, check us out for the wrestling review later. There was no kart racing me this week, so there was no GoPro footage or anything like that. So next week there will be definitely some GoPro footage. Check that out on my channel. And that's basically all I got to say. Check out my Twitter. I always update stuff on there. I always tweet the week away. So if you want to chat me on Twitter or and all that, go follow me on my Twitter. Go, don't forget to like my posts and all that. But yeah, that's all I got to say, man.
Okay, big up, man, big up. So we're gonna heading off now. Big up, remember to share the video, like, subscribe. You know, all the good stuff. Big up to everybody. And all I can say before we leave, up the Reds and enjoy the final. And let's get this win, man. Let's get this W for Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah.
Big up to everybody. See you later, guys. Bye.
And hand you down to pitchside LFC TV's Peter McDowell.
Thank you, George. Good evening, everybody.